Hello and welcome, everybody. This is Crafty Fun with Friends, episode 74. And this is a super special episode. It is Crafty Guys, because all of my on-screen guests today are crafty guys. Well, my guests, and then me. I'm not a crafty guy, but I'm honorary, I suppose. So welcome, everybody. Thanks for saying hi in the chat. Love that we have so many folks here and already chatting away. So thanks for finding us. And for folks who are new, welcome. I hope you'll also say hi and chat along with our amazing community here. So I love this. Brian Medlock says, I'm a crafty guy. Yay! We love our crafty guys. So one of our crafty guys is running a little bit late. So don't worry, there will be four of us. Gaz will be showing up soon, hopefully. He's on an extended walk right now, so we'll let him tell that story when he gets here. If you want to craft along with us, you are definitely welcome to. We don't actually have a very specific theme for crafting today. We're just going to craft whatever we feel like crafting. So whatever you feel like making, feel free to craft. And if you want to share what you have made while you're hanging out with us and crafting, then I do have a Facebook group. So if you want to take a quick photo and post in my Facebook group, then I'll be able to bring it up before we end today's live stream, and that way we can all have a little look-see at what you've crafted. So without further ado, I will let my guests introduce themselves. So Sire, do you want to let folks know where you're joining from, and do you have a plan for today?
Hello, everyone. I'm Sire. I'm actually from Victoria, British Columbia, Canada, and so I am a Canadian crafter guy. And I have no plans today. I've been sick for the past while, so I'm catching up to everything. So I didn't plan, unfortunately. So I'm just going to wing it, and just be honest up front that I'm just going to be winging it and just crafting and chatting.
Yay. Well, that's what Crafty Fun's all about. Can you just show your hands, because we're just looking at white? Sire's actually there, so
yeah.
All right. Oh, there goes Gaz. I think he's gonna reset something up. All right. So welcome, my friend, and thanks for not only representing crafty guys, but Canadians as well. So I love how global our community is, just in general, but even just within the Crafty Fun community. It's really lovely to see how many people are from all over the world. So welcome.
Thank you.
All right. Brian, hello. Welcome, my friend. Do you want to introduce yourself and let folks know where you're watching from and what's your plan today?
Sure. I'm Brian Dickey, of course. I'm BD Craft some more here on YouTube, BD Craft some more on Instagram and TikTok, and just good old Brian Dickey on Facebook. I am planning on hopefully staying till 5 o'clock. That's what the time is. But during this time I'm here, I'm going to try to start making this month's Kenner's card challenge, which I think will be fun.
Oh, fun. Yay. Yeah. Cece says it's like the Olympics. What's like the Olympics? Did I miss something? And how fun. So Pam is currently at a crafty, she's at Stamp Away, and she got to meet some of our crafty friends in person, in real life. So how cool is that? Although I have the opportunity, and I've been invited several times to hang out with Pam because she lives like 15 minutes away from me. I just need to make the time to get over there and come hang out in her. She's even got like a little space reserved for when I come over to craft with her. I just gotta make some time and get over there. So so how fun is that? Welcome, Lala. Speaking of our international friends, Lala is in the chat from the Philippines. And I can't believe Lala gets up so early. It's quite insane. So let's see. Cece's having sound issues. Is that all around, or was that just with Brian? Because I know Brian's on mobile data, so.
Hello.
I can't help it.
Yay, Gaz is back.
Yay.
Hi, sorry about that.
Hey,
My
guys.
computer was
Hi.
throwing a wobbler. I'm just going to move my face cam off because you don't want to see that. Oh, that's for sure.
Yeah, you do.
Welcome,
Hi, people
friends.
in the YouTube world.
Aaron, no, it's my life, not yours. You didn't want to be on the live, remember?
I'll show my Mr. Bump.
All right. So it sounds like the sound is with me. So,
I'll
guys,
go
do you want to
in
introduce yourself? And I am going to try to fix my audio. So just
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
introduce yourself. Let
I
know
don't
where
mind
you're from.
introducing myself. Hello, for those of you that don't know me, I am Handcrafted by Gaz. That's because I make things with these hands, and my name is Gaz. I may or may not have partaken in drinking some potato juice related products this evening, so I may not be my normal self. But you can find me on all the socials and on YouTube at Handcrafted by Gaz if you are interested in any of the fun things that I like to do.
I think Lynn left, so that makes you in charge now, Gaz.
No. You can't put
You're on
me
the
in
big screen,
charge.
so-
Oh boy.
I've been drinking the potato juice.
Oh my.
Yeah, we're in trouble.
This will be fun. So let's see what Gaz ends up making. So
I don't
folks,
actually have any plans.
do you have a plan for today, or are you just doing it?
I'm winging it because, you know, I do that.
Of course. All right. Hey folks, is my audio any better? I left and came back. Hopefully that helped. Let me know when
I do hear a stuttering sometimes.
You do?
Yeah. But I thought it was my connection, but since they're saying it, then
Oh, Gloria says no. Let's see what I do. All right, so folks, let's start crafting while I try to troubleshoot my audio. So feel free. Oh, Sire looks like he's got a stack of stuff. So Sire, why don't you show us and tell us what you're working on, and that'll give me some time to work on my audio.
Sure. So I'm not sure if anyone is familiar with Heavy Doodle. They actually closed their doors, I believe, a couple months ago. And so I took advantage of buying some stuff because I love Heavy Doodle, but I decided to take the advantage of the cheaper version and get some stuff. So I think I'm going to be playing with this because it hasn't been touched yet. And I just have a couple face plates. And then there's a circus here. This is interesting. This is supposed to make it so that two items can move up and down when you pull the lever. I don't know if I'll do that online because or live because that might be too advanced. And then I found out that I actually don't own any letters or number dies, so I bought some of those, and these ones have stitches in them. And then, of course, some simple stencils. So somehow, and air thingamajiggy. This should create a card. It should. I think this is enough product. But I think I'll start with the circus. This looks like it's going to be fun to kind of put together. Oh, we lost Lynn again.
That doesn't mean I'm in charge, does it?
No, you are not in charge. The person who partook in in charge. I'm going to appoint
being in charge would be trouble.
Yeah, see, Delise said Delise said now you're in charge. No.
I was trying to get my stuff off my cart.
That's super cute. I can't believe you have 0 alphabet and number dies until
I know, I was shocked. I went to use them and realized I didn't have any. I have if I do, I don't know where they are. Oh no, I do have letters. I'm sorry. I think.
Yeah, it's
Yeah. I do have some letters. These little tiny little.
Oh, but
things.
those are teeny.
Yeah.
Those are teeny. Yeah.
Sometimes I just forget what I have. But
Alphabet
definitely
dies are a good investment.
Yeah.
Well, that looks like a solid plan. Pam says, I may have spent more money at Stamp Away today. Well, that's half the fun, right? When you go to these craft retreats.
Oh,
it's funny.
I've never been.
All right,
so
come. Well, there must be, guys. Are there retreats in your neck of the woods?
There are very few retreats in the UK, and actually one of my friends is starting to arrange one. And I don't know if I'm allowed to say or not,
Oh,
but
fun.
she's asked me to run a workshop for her.
Yay!
Which is quite cool.
Well, that's cool. Well, that's really awesome. I'm surprised that Crafter's Companion doesn't do something locally.
They do in their
big
stores,
enough.
but then they only have 2 stores, which is kind of weird if you ask me. But one of their stores is actually conveniently where I used to live. Go figure.
Aw.
But they only have one that's in the north of England and one that's kind of in the southwest. It's just really strange.
Well, but at least they have them. I guess that's something. Are you gonna use your mini heat press? Is that what that is for a mini heat press?
Oh no, that's a Hoover. It's a desk Hoover.
Oh, hey, that's so cute. I thought it was like one of those mini, heat presses. I was like, are you gonna do some vinyl or what's happening?
No, I was trying to find my water
I have
reactive
one. It doesn't look like that, but
pens. I need a black.
So do you have a plan yet?
Me? I'm just going to do a I'm going to do a draw the I'm going to make an attempt at this, which is called a draw the line. So what you do is you actually draw that line in a dark pen and then go over it with a slightly lighter color and draw the color out using watercolor techniques. And these stamps are designed to enhance. So you can make that basically that kind of thing to go onto a card.
That's cool.
Oh, is that new?
These are new. They're from Sheena. She works in conjunction with Crafter's Companion. And this is where I kind of get to toot my own little horn a little bit. I'm actually friends with her.
Oh.
Which is quite nice. So I have had a few lessons like from her directly on how to use some of the stuff that she's brought out. So I'm hoping that I can do this
Wow.
justice. Because if I can't, I mean, I'm probably not going to do it justice right now because I've been on the potato juice. But I've been pulling what I like to call a dal. And I think I may have gone a little bit further than what dal would have done. So we'll see what happens.
Because are you taking it straight, or have you mixed?
I had a 2-hour time
Delise
limit.
always
in the
mixes it in.
pub. So they do this thing in the local pub where you have like a 2-hour time limit, and there's a set list of drinks that you can drink from, and you can drink as much as you can in that 2-hour time limit. And girl,
Oh no!
I drank as much as I could in that 2-hour time.
Oh, Gaz was like, "I'm getting my money's worth."
That is literally what I said when I sat down at the table. So this may turn out interesting.
Gaz, like, you guys are losing money on me.
Oh, honey, I like to
that's
make
too
sure of
funny.
these things because, you know.
Yeah, well, maybe being more loosey-goosey on the potato juice will actually enhance what you
Well,
end up
this is
creating.
what I'm
So,
hoping because, you know.
yeah,
I
there
mean,
you
it's
go.
already done quite well for the lines that I just drew. Let's see what happens when I go over them
Yeah.
with some water.
This looks fascinating. So I'll keep checking in on you to see your progress. When you start let me know. I can bring you on the big screen.
Yeah, that's no problem.
Hey Brian, so have you already picked out your papers?
Yes, ma'am. So I'll show you the second one I'm using. Since I get these cut, I'm using the Birthday Quokkas die set and stamp set and paper pad from Cat Scrappiness because I am on one of their creative influencers. So I like to influence people to use products. Show you the cover real quick if I can find it. So I'm using this orange pattern, orange with orange polka dots for the first piece. Using balloons for the second piece. Red looks like plaid, kind of linear type papers. Can't really see it that well. There's like lots of red, kind of like a fabric type pattern. No, I don't know what I'm saying. These circles will be number 4. And I use this blue with white polka dots for sheet number 5. And number 6 is going to be these birthday presents.
Cute. Awesome. I'll let you keep cutting away, and once you start crafting, I will I'll get back up on the big screen. Gianna was asking me what I'm crafting with. Well, I have no plan, but thankfully I have the mystery card kit samplers from Kendra. So if you are an all access or higher patron member, Kendra sends these little card making kit samplers, and they're really fabulous so that you can actually sometimes they have the exact pieces that you would need to actually create a sketch from the current KCC, and then other times she's just included some panels, some ephemera, some embellishments, really enough to make, I think, should probably get like 3 cards, maybe 4 out of each kit. So for example, this one has it's got 2 solid color panels and then 1 panel that's been embossed and 1 panel from pattern paper. So that's definitely, I mean, that's definitely 2, but if you wanted to cut these down and use them as just like a half or, you know, quarter, you could. And then there's some extra strips as well. And then I have little sentiments and embellishments. So there's a lot in here, and it's nice because Kendra makes sure that they're like everything coordinates, so you can very easily make a project from them. So I've got pre-made 4x6 card bases I'm trying to finish up, and so these are like perfectly cut for A2, but I'm actually going to reformat things a little bit so it works on a 4x6 so that I don't have to make more pieces. So that is my plan. And yeah, so Lala says card making kit samplers, absolutely love these. Link, it's like blind boxes but card making version. Yeah, you never know what you're gonna get until you open it. Yep. Pretty much. And so I think that's part of the fun of it. And if you do like some of the sample products, just scan that QR code. All of the kits have a QR code because she combines products from multiple different companies, different places, so that you get a little bit of a sample from different companies. And if you scan that QR code, it'll tell you exactly what. And that way, if you like it and you want to get more, then you could definitely do that. Hi, Polly. Welcome. Polly says, I love cards. And I thought I saw, let's see. Linda says, Pam, it was the weekend of the 22nd. Oh, happy 70th birthday, Linda.
Happy birthday, Linda.
Oh, happy birthday, girl.
That was back in April, but still, I didn't realize it had passed.
Happy
So
birthday.
happy birthday.
Yeah, happy belated
Yeah, but we still love a
Happy-
birthday. I mean, it's an excuse to drink, right?
Well, we need one. I mean, not everybody needs an excuse, right? Let's see. So 5.5, 4. So this would be 3.5.
But those card kits are definitely awesome.
Crafty guys. Ooh,
So
look at
that's
that by
kind of what
Gaz.
I've done so
Wow, that
far.
was. Wait a sec. Wait, that was fast.
Oh, wow.
Did that? Wait, did you use the
I've still got
stamp
to
or
do
was
the
that
sky
just?
yet. Oh no, that's just freehand, girl.
Are you for real?
Yeah.
Dang.
So what I did is I used my Pokeput tool to put a few little scratches to make it look like the trees are there. So I've still got to go over that with some brown and some green to obviously give that the right effect. And then I'm going to blend out the blue coming down, so it looks obviously like a sky. And then we have our lovely lake down here, and like a few kind of like grassy bits and hills. And then when we stamp it, it's going to look really, really good.
Well, you don't even need the stamp. That's already looking fabulous. What the? It's like you could frame that. I mean, that's. I have to go back and watch the replays. I was not watching your screen when all of that mysterious.
That is awesome.
I'm not really very. I don't think. Well, I mean, I'm not
Yeah,
really
it's
very good at it.
nice.
I mean, there are a lot of people out there who are a heck of a lot better at this than me, and you know, I've just picked up a few little tips and tricks, and I kind of get.
So, do you paint or watercolor or anything like that outside of your card making?
No, and this is like the first time I've ever like since I've been card making, is like the first time I've ever kind of tried to do watercoloring and such.
Yeah.
So all of this is like fairly new to me in the last couple of months. I mean, like,
oh my gosh.
when was it? March. March was when I went to where I used to live, and I went to the Crafters Companion store there, and that was where Sheena was having her basically her open day. And she messaged me, and she was like, "You need to come. We're reserving you a seat at the front, and watch and learn." And so that's what I did. And Aaron went with me as well. He learned a lot about watercoloring. He started doing draw the line before even I did, and that's basically what this technique is called. It is called the draw the line.
That's amazing.
You just start off with literally a line, and the things that she can teach you, like, you know, so it's just phenomenal what I've learned from that woman. She is amazing.
Well, can I just say, you keep saying you just start with just a line. You've done way more than just a line.
I know.
Yeah, but that's what I started with. I did a line that went across there. I did a line that went down here and down here and down there. And that is literally how I started.
I'm thinking I would want the stamp to do all of that.
I haven't even got the stamp out yet.
Even that. That's what I'm saying. You've done a lot before even using. It's amazing.
I mean, I don't know if I call it amazing, but
it is. It really is. It says it would be dangerous to have wine in the craft room. Yes, indeed. For maybe more dangerous for some than others. Pam says, I heard LV say something about being invited to my house. I know you've got the space carved out for me. I just need to carve out the time. Get my little patootie over there and hang out with you. Cece says, I want chocolate in my craft room, but that's dangerous too. Yeah.
Oh, that is so dangerous.
Hi, Dawn. Welcome, friend. Oh, Jenna has a popcorn machine in her building. My best craft room edition. I have a popcorn machine too, but I haven't brought it into my craft room. I love my popcorn machine.
Is Dal here?
Yes, she is.
Oh, she is.
Well, she was. Simone! Hi,
Ireland.
friend! Welcome! She's watching from Ireland.
Fun.
Yes, it is late.
It's the morning to you.
Was that your Irish?
Actually, I'm half Welsh and half Irish, which is an incredibly crazy mix, but it means I can drink a lot.
Okay, don't start rationalizing, my friend.
I feel personally attacked. I'm clutching my pearls right now.
You don't need a reason or a rationale. You can do what you like.
Oh, girl, I do anyway.
I know you don't need me to tell you. My goodness, who am I talking to?
You know, I love how
you.
Oh, sorry. I was just saying, I love how you and everybody in the community has accepted me, and like so quickly as well. And you know, like just to be like live with you and stuff is an absolute honor. Like seriously, so thank you.
Aww, you're so sweet. Yeah, that's so nice of you to say. It's my honor. And by math, I mean just counting. Okay, so the stamps are coming out. Let's see what happens with
This stamp
this.
set, or what Gaz is doing, it reminds me of a company called Stampscapes. Are you familiar with that? I don't know if it's a small company or not, but Stampscapes does this very thing where you create these scenes using all these different little elements like trees and cottages, and it's actually quite neat. Watching you create this, it kind of reminds me of it.
I've never heard of them before, but this
What's
is the,
the
first
brand?
time that I've ever played
Yeah, I've
with
never
these.
heard either.
It's called Stampscapes, and essentially they sell
Stamps.
individual shapes. So you can buy a tree stamp, like a single tree, and then you're building. And the way that they're designed is that you just stamp onto your image, and then they just overlap in a way that it creates a whole scene. And you can create a cottage in a lake, or one of them recently was fireworks. And he does a lot of mixed media because he does lives. He does a lot of mixed media with alcohol coloring, watermarks, or watercoloring and ink. Yeah.
Oh, well that.
His website's terrible. The website's terrible.
The website's
If you look,
what's.
I don't know if I can put a link in the chat. I don't know if I can.
You can private message me the link, and then I can put it in, but it's gonna block your link if you try. Yeah. So yeah, if you send it to me in the private chat on StreamYard, then I can. Because I'm kind of curious. It sounds vaguely familiar as you were describing it.
And I've been watching his lives periodically. I don't have much time, but when I do, I kind of take a glimpse of it. And what he's also done is, and you can try this too, guys, is if you have mirror cardstock, and inside you can put it on the bottom of your card, and when you open it, because you're going to put the scene in the inside, it creates a reflection of your design on the top, on the bottom. And then it's really neat. I haven't tried it yet, but it looks cool. When
I wonder if I could do that with this.
Do it.
Yeah.
I love how this is coming together. So you guys stamp on something else first. Oh yeah, how would you do it? Yeah, you would do that and then stamp onto like a gel. Do you have a gel plate?
Yeah, if you do a second generation.
I can't make that thing work. I cannot make that thing work for the life of me.
What you can try to do, guys, is ink your stamp, get your second generation, and then wipe the tops of the trees off just a tiny bit so it's not so strong. And that, or is the other way around? I have something like that, and that might get you a good reflection.
I have an idea, and I think it may work a little bit.
So yeah, instead of mirroring, just turn your project upside down.
Ah.
Yeah, you could do that. Turn your project, or just you're artistic.
Yeah, he's just going right in and doing it. He's doing the scariest way.
He's like, I could just draw this. By the way, hi Jennifer, welcome friend.
I'm a little bit I don't know.
I think the potato juice is on your lines.
Yeah, the potato juice is kind of influencing what I'm doing right now.
But you know how water has ripples?
There we go.
I think it's helping.
PJ Stamper Kevin. That's the person's name. PJ Stamper said it. Kevin from Stampscapes.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see. I think I see the link that came through. Hey, Carrie, welcome, friend. Hi.
Hi, Carrie.
Carrie says hi. Carrie. Oh, look at that. That worked out great, guys. So Carrie and Sire actually met in real life. Real life.
We did. That was like such a surprise and an honor and so awesome. I definitely told her that too. I was starstruck.
Yeah, I would be total fangirl. I should have come because you guys were both in my neck of the woods, but I need to tell people not to visit when important things are happening.
I'd love to come to America. I haven't been since I was 19.
Okay, Gaz, I keep trying to get you hooked up with opportunities to come out here and organize people's craft rooms. But I'm working against the tide here. You're not helping.
I'm sorry.
Okay, so no surprise, but T has heard of Stampscapes. Dawn has heard of Stampscapes. Lots of folks have. So, oh, that's why it sounded familiar. Yes, T has talked about Kevin before. Yes, that's why.
He's really good.
Sounds. I've heard this, and T's just dropping all the knowledge in the chat right now. So that's why I was like, I think this sounds really vaguely familiar. Not the just described of it. So now I know. Very cool. Yeah, Pam's heard of him too. Man, I need to go check. I did drop a link in the chat, folks. So, Carrie says, now I forgot what I jumped on YouTube for. Sorry to distract Carrie, but I'm glad you popped in.
Thank you for stopping by.
Carrie says, this is for you. As Carrie says, I think I draw like that.
You think what? Sorry.
Reflection of the trees. Oh, Carrie was leaving a comment for you saying, I don't think I could draw in like that. The trees that you did on the water reflection. So
the only reason I can do this is because I'm under the influence of potato juice. If this was normal circumstances, this totally would not be happening right now. I would literally be just be sat here like, oh my god, I can't do that.
You know what me is chat. Gaz sent us a private message, just in preparation for going live. He was like, warning, I may or may not partake in some potato juice before the stream. And I don't know why he left room for may not, because I think at the time he posted that he probably had already
I was actually much more sober at the point I sent that message.
Oh, I see. Okay. Well, but you had already consumed some.
Oh, it had already started at that point.
That's so funny.
It was happening, girl.
Yeah, exactly. See, why did I bother voting when? I mean, it's a good thing I voted yes. And so.
Oh, isn't it so annoying when you get ink on your stamp wheel and it just will not come off?
Oh, you'll need like an archival stamp cleaner. Just look at it. It means it's well loved.
Yeah, but I mean, it is well loved, but it doesn't need to like be seen.
Doesn't need to look it. Jana says Gaz is potatoed. Yes, he is.
I'm not as potatoed as you think.
Pam says, well, give it time, my friend. I love Pam's comment. She says may or may not really equals plausible deniability.
I mean, that is totally accurate.
Yeah, so Michelle says, I get it now. I thought potato juice was a new cleanse. This is not a health cleanse. Bad folks. Do not go on the potato juice.
I mean, totally it is a new cleanse.
And you are right. Just for one, that person right there. Yes, Carrie. So, yeah, Sire is using. I don't know if Sire's still here. His screen has been still for a while. He might have gone up to get something. Oh no, you're still there. He showed us a whole stash that he got from the closeout sale, I guess is what it's called. Quite a lot of goodies.
Yes, there was just so many. I even have her little die cutting machine too.
Oh my
But I had that.
Hey! Wait, can you tilt that again? What's the character? I didn't know there was a character.
Yeah. And you can actually, when you got this, you actually got the bear die with it.
Oh, that's so adorable.
Me?
So I think folks are hearing some background noise. Let's see. I'm gonna try to mute
We
people
talking to
one by
me?
one, see where we're coming from. One sec, Brian. I'm gonna mute you for a second to see if that's where the noise is coming from. Hey folks, is it better? Let us know. I think because Brian's on a mobile data. Okay. But my sound's breaking now. I don't know why my sound is. I'm not sure how to. Oh my internet is like, I'm plugged in, so my internet is great. And I pay for like super high speed too. All right. Let's okay, I'm gonna bring Brian back so that he can chat, and then I'm gonna bounce and come back. Be right back. Sire, meanwhile, I'm gonna put you on the big screen so folks can see how your card's coming together.
Okay. I'm trying to create an easy background. I have all these colors, so I just want to make sure I got a nice. I cut it out in the dark blue, and I don't think it looked as. It was just kind of hiding. So I'm just looking through all my little sheets here to see what looks nice. Green, I don't think it's going to look good. Well, that's kind of fun. I wish my screen was a little bit brighter because it's kind of dark looking. It's kind of fun too. Light blue. I haven't got through all the colors yet.
Wow, do you pre-cut your solid color cardstock
Just
down to
this
size,
one.
or do you buy
Just
them
this
like
one
that?
brand. This is Concord and Ninth, so I use them because I have the inks as well.
Wow.
So these are really meant to be my card bases.
Wow.
Okay, well, I didn't even have to vote. They picked the light blue, so I'll just use light blue.
Oh yeah, everybody says light blue. You can't go wrong with blue. Teal, yep. Teal's the best color, Simone.
Okay.
Right, still the same, Dawn. I don't know that I can fix it on the fly because I pretty much have done everything I know. Sorry.
Okay.
So let's see. Oh, that circus tent is so cute. All right, folks. So to make up for all the audio issues, so some of this, I don't know how much of it is me because my setup's the same, or how much of it is StreamYard because they are under new ownership now. And Carrie can attest to this if she's still in the live chat. We had to do with our stream on the 1st of the month. So, what I'm gonna do is I am gonna give away some memberships to my channel to make up for the bad audio.
You go, girl. You give it away.
So everybody, if you memberships, but you need to actually allow gifted memberships in order to have a chance to actually receive a free membership. And you need to kind of turn on in order to allow gifted memberships. So just watch out allow gifted memberships, okay? So I'll see you on the flip side of this video clip. All right. So hopefully I'll give everybody a moment or two to turn on allow gifted memberships, and in a few minutes I'll go ahead and give away some. I think I totally forgot to give away memberships last month entirely, and I can give away 10 per month. So and if I don't give them all 10 away, it's not like they roll over to the following month. So I'm gonna have to remember, or you guys feel free to remind me when you join Crafty Fun, and just say, hey Lynn, have you given away all the memberships? Yes, may as well. And thanks everybody for your understanding with the audio issues. So let's see. Hey Brian, how far along are you? Have you cut all 6 papers yet?
I just got done with number 5. Cutting out number 5. So I got one more to go.
Oh. And there. Cool. Now,
there you
when
go.
you approach KCC, do you just do all of the sketches in order, or?
Yeah, I usually do all sketches in order, like 1 through 15, because that's what it shows on a sheet. I don't think I've ever done it out of order before.
Carrie, we do not have a specific theme for this episode. Our theme is, I guess, to be a crafty guy, because all of my guests are guys. Which so guys, I do have a question for you all, and anyone who feels comfortable answering can. I won't direct it to a specific person. But how does it feel to be a crafty guy community?
Sometimes it's good.
What? I could only hear half of that.
She was asking how it feels to be a crafty guy.
I can only hear half of what you said.
Community.
Oh. Yeah.
Sometimes it's good, but then sometimes it's bad, because like I've gone for like several design teams and I've got turned down, and then you kind of see the announcements for those design teams and it's all women, which is kind of like a bit disheartening sometimes. I mean, especially when you can produce just as good stuff or as That just might be me. I don't know.
Do you think it's because you're a guy that you're not getting into teams?
Sometimes it feels that way. Not all the time. I mean, like, there's been a couple where I'm like, well, obviously that person was like so much better than me. But there has been a few times where I'm kind of like, you know, that's just my own personal thing. But I think majoritively though, it has been a lot more of that person is a lot better than me. So I totally understand why they went with that person.
Well, I would be very surprised if that was the case, because I kind of feel like you guys are unicorns in the sense that everybody would probably want you on their design team because you offer a different perspective.
Yeah.
Being a guy, and because you might also have a very different audience for that same reason, which I feel for any company would be like a huge diversify your customer base. It seems like why wouldn't you want to?
Oh yeah, for sure. I think it was only the one company that I went for a design team for, and I thought, nah, that you've not just done me, but you've also done the other 3 guys that applied the dirty. So I can't really say.
Oh, okay. Well,
do you know what I mean?
That might be different. Yeah. That might be.
But like the other
well,
other
I'm sorry that you went through that.
The other teams that I've gone for, I 110% totally understand. Because also on those teams, other guys got put on. So it's kind of like, okay, yeah, I see that. That's valid. You know what I mean? Or do I just sound like an idiot?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I sound like an idiot.
No, I mean, I kind of feel
feelings,
like
valid feelings. If you feel it, then it's pretty valid.
Yeah, if you feel it, exactly. If you feel it, it's valid because that's how you feel or have been made to feel. So, you're entitled to have your feelings. He brings up a good point that design team managers aren't always looking for better, just different. And to be honest, it's not because I manage a lot of teams. It's not really the DT manager who always makes the decision. More often than not, it's the company owner. So
exactly.
But he's valid.
And if I show you, like, I'll show you this actually. This is one of the items that I made as a part of a design team application.
Oh dang, that's nice.
I use their stamps and I did.
That's so creative.
I pulled all the stops out for it, like every single stop, because I wanted it so bad.
And yeah. Aww.
I'll be a big boy now and stop. I'll be a big boy now and stop being a silly tart about it. Sorry, this is because I've had the potato juice. Please ignore me.
Oh no! Hey, it's perfectly valid to feel disappointed when you've worked hard and you feel like, and it's so hard when you don't know what they're looking for.
Can I show one more thing that I have on my wall that kind of reminds me to keep pushing forward?
Yeah, absolutely.
This was something that I made.
Ooh. Is that visible
Ooh.
image? That looks gorgeous. I like that big eye.
And this, I look at this every day and I think,
That's
you know what?
awesome.
Every time I think that I'm not doing well on YouTube, or every time that I think that I'm not worth where I am or what I'm doing, I look
Aw.
at this and I think I am, you know,
It's actually
am
quite
Yeah,
good to
that's a
have
good
something
reminder.
to constantly remind you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's so fabulous.
and that's on my wall every day to remind me.
We should all have something to
Yeah.
remind us that we are excellent at what we do. Oh, not just us on screen, but everyone should have a little.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah, everyone should have something that reminds them that they are blooming amazing. Because it takes a lot of guts
Yes.
to make a card in the first place. It takes so much of you to put your effort into doing something like, you know, crafty, and, you know, like in respects of being recognized by communities and everything like that. I think it's so amazing that I have kind of been, you know, like, not just me, you guys as well. You've all been thrust into the same position as I'm in. Just because people like what we do. And I think it is so amazing that we all get to experience that. And we inspire people, and people inspire us, and we all just kind of keep it moving along. It's fantastic. Sorry, I was just having a moment.
Well, there's lots of love for you in the chat, and Jenna's point is great because she says it would be boring if everyone was the same. We find inspiration in all forms, and I completely agree. And Carrie's comment earlier, and Carrie speaks from being a design manager, so she knows that having people who are passionate about what they do, and clearly, you know, some of your pieces obviously show you have a real passion for your craft.
Oh yeah,
so
it is the
and
one
you are
thing.
awesomely talented considering I just saw you watercolor.
Oh, don't be so silly. I'm not talented.
Oh, you are, my friend. But I'm curious, Sire, what's been your experience as a guy in the crafty world?
My experience, actually, I haven't really noticed a difference. The only time I would say that I've noticed a difference between being a guy is if I was going somewhere in person, like a class, and then you suddenly realize that all the people there are women, and it kind of makes you feel, at least for me, because I'm not very social. I'm so that's already uncomfortable. And then you go into a room where everyone is a woman, then you kind of feel like everyone's looking at you, which no one is. But that's how it feels. So other than that, because it's all online, I've never felt different. I've always felt like I belonged, and I will say that the crafting community, compared to most other communities, is very kind and gentle, at least from my experience. And I've always felt welcomed. I know that I have lots to learn, and I'm always looking up to people, but people are very kind to say, you know, you're doing well, keep going. And it's just been a pleasure for me.
Oh, well, I'm glad that you've had an overall positive experience. I have to say, though, being like a woman in technology, so because in a former life, I worked at Microsoft and various video game companies. Often, like throughout college, you know, studying computer science, you know, into my career at Microsoft and whatnot, have always been in a very male-dominated environment. I know what you're talking about, Sire, when you're like in a room and it's like you look around you and you're like, it's all guys. There's like there's like 1, 2 other women, and it's usually not like not because I have always had a very technical role. But usually the women, if they there were any on the team, were generally like the artists, you know, or other fields. So it was hard to find like a peer who was doing, you know, similar job as to what I was doing. And that's why I feel like in our community, kind of like what you were saying, it's very different because much of it is virtual, but even still, we're still all kind of doing the same thing, you know? We're all in it together. We're all sharing the same struggles, the same. Oh, yay. Cece just posted a card. So, Cece, I'll be sure to bring that up.
Lynn?
Yeah.
Can I ask how it made you feel, kind of like being in that role of obviously feeling like, you know, you're in a room full of guys and if you understand what I mean, where I'm coming from with that.
So, so I'm a woman and I'm Asian, and often those are two things that put me in the minority group. And I'm gonna be honest, for a very long time, I actually never really noticed or paid attention to it. And part of the reason for that for me is because I have 3 older brothers. So like I grew up outnumbered by guys.
Yeah.
So I've always been very comfortable with guys. Always been very comfortable with maybe off-color jokes. That maybe, you know, thinking back, maybe I should have been a little bit more like offended by, to be honest, but I've never taken offense to those things. So my experience being a woman in technology, being Asian in a game industry, because you don't see a lot, like there are really not like a ton of, like it's not the, you know, it's not what parents want their kids to do. Make video games.
No, that's true.
So to be honest, like a large part of my career, I just never actually paid it much mind, because I was sort of used to that growing up, used to having a lot of guy friends, and in a lot of ways, actually more. I was actually more comfortable having guys as friends as girls because I'm not really a girly girl, so you know, I was never into makeup or, you know, shopping and stuff like that. So it almost was like I related to guys more than I did girls. Because, you know, growing up, I didn't have sisters to do all that girly stuff with. So, you know, I had my female friends growing up, but I think it's a little different when you have a sister and, you know, you do all those girly things together. So I was more of a tomboy.
Yeah, I think it's quite crazy because actually, as a man from like obviously my point of view, obviously I'm gay, it's obvious, but from that point of view, I actually relate to women a lot easier than I do men. It's quite mad, isn't it? It is quite crazy, and I find myself being a lot more comfortable in the company of women than what I ever do with men.
Yeah. See, I mean, I think we all find our tribe eventually, you know? Yeah.
And I'm so lucky that I found it kind of like in you guys and the crafting community. If it wasn't for one of my best friends pushing me to go and do a craft along on Crafters Companion, I wouldn't even be doing this.
Aw. Oh, cool. Hey, is your episode still live? Can we see it?
I did it 6 times, so
Dang,
there's
I
6
didn't know
different
that.
videos that I was actually live on their channel for. And
Oh,
that's
wow.
kind of how my little following started, because they all saw me on there, and you know, like a lot of people here, like I've been reading the comments as it's been going on, and like guys are like, "Oh, you're so wonderful," and I don't feel like I deserve that praise.
Oh, you do. You absolutely deserve it. Well, because it's anybody who shares and, you know, puts their work out, whether it's just posting to a group or doing videos or anything. I mean, that's brave because, you know, you're putting something that you made personally out there for everybody to see, and that can be scary. So that's why I love our Facebook group and our community, our Crafty Fun community, because everybody is so nice and so encouraging and welcoming. And so it's a real safe space to share.
110%. I have never met a bad person in the crafting community. Not a single one.
Oh, this is a good point from Carrie. Being offended wastes so much time. Yeah, that's so true. And I think maybe that's why I've just never been bothered by a lot of things, because I just don't have the energy for it. It's like, why get hot and bothered? You know, you just roll with it. And that's why I feel like everything is a little bit subjective, right? And that's why I think it's a little bit hard for some people. You just want to be sure that you're not offending anybody, and a lot of people are everybody's everybody's bar, you know, for what they are offended by or not different. So it's challenging, but yeah, I prefer to just roll with it. And so let's see. Let's bring up real quick. If anyone else has posted to Crafty Fun with friends, just let me know, and I can bring it up, because I think we do have some posts. Oh, check that out. Ooh, that's pretty.
Ooh, I love Halloween.
I think that's the Grinch hand, but
Yeah.
made for Halloween. That's so awesome. Well done. I think this is Teresa.
So cool.
Awesome.
Oh wow, I like that a lot.
Look at that. That's so clever. Isn't that clever? So cool. Let's see. Oh my gosh, Cece, this is gorgeous.
Aw.
How did you do that? That is amazing.
I think it's a stencil. It's fabulous. I think it's a layer stencil.
Either that or it's a layer
Wow.
stamp. It is beautiful, whatever it is.
Oh, or a stamp, yeah. Cece, let us know what it is.
CC snaps for you,
gorgeous.
girlfriend.
You're giving out snaps. Yeah. Guys, get into the crafty space and and we get that perspective. So Gaz, you kind of shared how you got into it. Sire, how did you get into crafting?
I've always been a crafty person, but I definitely kind of gave it up because of the whole feeling. Once again, it's all my own choosing to feel this way, but it's the feeling of crafting is for women and guys are not. So you kind of grow up with that from a small town. So I kind of gave it up as a kid. And then, you know, I was just, I have a friend, or I'm just going to say friend. It's easier to say that, that she always made cards. And, you know, I thought, you know, this would be kind of fun. So I just kind of started talking to her and we hung out once a week. And then I just kind of got back into it, realizing this is kind of what I wanted to do. And it's more fun. So although I've always been crafty, it's only probably, I'm going to say around COVID time that I kind of really dedicated into crafting, and I decided card making was what I wanted to do. But I went, of course, full into it, where you creating videos and all that. So instead of just starting small, you just go right into it.
Well, that's
totally get
that's
you
the
there.
only way. Go big. Go big.
Yeah, go big or go home.
Yeah,
that's how I feel.
Well, I wasn't gonna say the go home part. I'm okay if you. Okay, still hanging out with you if you don't want to go big. But...
I mean, I was just an innocent 18-year-old boy walking onto an arts and crafts department and saying to someone who would eventually become my best friend of 20 years, what's this crafting thing about then?
That's so awesome.
This is gorgeous. This is from T. This is what she was crafting.
Well, love the glitter.
Always makes amazing things.
Love the glitter. Is that glossy accents as well?
So, I think so on the strawberries. I kind of see it, unless. But then sometimes T colors things and it looks shiny.
Okay.
It looks so real when she colors sometimes.
She is amazing, like seriously.
Yeah. T's gonna have to tell us if there's glossy accents. Yes, there is. Glossy accent
the Astro
and
cake.
Astro. That's where the glitter is from.
Stuff.
That's the new stuff.
I still haven't even used the fluorescent pastes that I got.
You have a lot of guess. I mean, but they must sell them to your market somewhere, right? Eventually.
I think it takes time to get here because, like, we've literally in the last couple of months only just got Simon Hurley's lunar and solar pastes. And it's kind of like,
and those have been out.
I see all these amazing things going on, and I'm like, I can't do this, and I want to. And then, like, the shipping is like £25-30 from America, and I'm like, oh, I cannot justify that.
Yeah.
Well, Jana, I'm glad that we're here to give you a little uplifting, but sorry that you've been feeling discouraged. Is it your physical therapy, or, well, you don't have to say. Sorry, just prying. I'm nosy, but I hope all is well. And I'm glad we can be of at least a little bit of entertainment. We'll make Gaz talk more.
If you ever need to reach out, please do just like get hold of me somehow, because I'm always happy to talk if you need help.
Yeah, ditto
I'm
for
just one of those weird people.
Me.
I just love helping people, and it kind of gives me warm fuzzies. It's one of the reasons why I work in the industry that I work in, which is not a very good industry.
But you're talking about your real work, not.
Yeah, I'm talking about my real life work. But you know, I know how it is to be in a dark corner. So if you ever need to talk, I'm always here, and I love everybody, so I don't care what anybody says. You are all bloody amazing. Pardon my language, and you know, you all deserve to feel that way. Everybody does.
Aw, you're so sweet.
I'm just a bit more vocal about it because of the potato juice.
Don't blame the potato juice. You're just a sentimental sweetheart.
Stop trying to make me out to be a warm and loving person. I'm not. I'm cold and callous.
The mask is down. We all know the real Gaz. You're just a teddy bear. Oh yeah, Jenna says I think it's part of the recovery from back surgery. Yeah, my friend.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a tough one. But I hope that your recovery, picks up and goes more smoothly. I know it's got you a bit out of commission. Carrie says crafting is not real life. I know, isn't it funny that all of us are like in my real work life, in my yeah. What I do for reals.
What I do for reals is like normally when I work nights is literally sit in a chat and talk to you guys all night.
Oh, you're so funny. You work like all sorts of crazy hours.
Yeah. At the moment, I'm going through a night cycle, so I work 77 hours in a week. And I'm sat alone in an office for most of that.
Oh my gosh.
So, like seeing you, like Lynn, seeing you live, seeing guys in the chat live is always so brilliant for me because I know for at least for a couple of hours I'm going to get an interaction with people. So it really does make me happy when you guys are live and I'm at work.
Aww.
I know I shouldn't be, but I'm there.
Well, happy to keep everybody company. So T is curious about what's going to happen with this starfish that's that was in my corner there. So I'm just going to continue to craft away a little bit, and but we're not going to go forever on this stream. But I figured since I have some extras from that first card kit that I'm going to save this one for when I have a real plan, because this paper is just gorgeous. Too gorgeous for like just casual. I don't know what I'm doing crafting. I like to save like for pretty stuff for when I can think about it more. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, I think this is Pink and Main.
I love making a card out of plain stuff and then using my fun stuff after, because the first card is always rubbish.
Right? I feel that way too. Okay, I'm glad I'm not one. I feel like such a hoarder when I do that. I'm like, I'm gonna save this for later. But
as long as you use
sometimes
it, it's not
later
hoarding,
takes.
Right?
Well, I was gonna say sometimes later is like doesn't happen. So, oh my gosh. Look at Brian's card. Brian, that's so stinking cute.
Oh, that is amazing.
Thank you.
I think I have that same stamp set.
Sample scene on here. Birthday Quokkas from Cat Scrappiness. It's their new collection.
So that following
Brian,
number 1.
Wait till it's again. Yes.
Did you have thoughts on what it's like to be a guy in the crafty world?
Well, I mean, I like to think of myself as just a crafter, an influencer, and somebody to inspire others. There is no gender in that way. You know, there is no gender barrier. Just inspiring others is universal, basically. That's what I'm trying to say, I guess.
No, it's very well said. I'm glad that that's your perspective. I think everybody should share that. But hopefully that means that everybody, that you're being well received on teams and the community as a whole.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
I mean, on my channel, that's over 1,500 people that thought enough of me and my crafting to subscribe and watch, even if it's not that often.
Yeah, well, that's
a lot of
awesome.
people.
So speaking of, yeah, exactly. I do have links to all of my channel, my guest YouTube channel, so that should have popped up in the live. I'll bring it up on screen in a moment. But let's guys, everybody. So if you're not already subscribed to these fine gentlemen, I hope you'll pop on over and at least watch a couple of their videos to see what their channel is all about. And if you like what you see, maybe hit that subscribe button for them, because we need more guys in our crafty space. You guys offer a unique perspective, and kind of like what Brian said, the more inspiration that we can get wherever it's coming from, the more ideas we'll have, and everybody's going to have of aesthetic. And so does it bother you guys at all about how there's often a large demand for making cards for guys? Like,
nope, not at all.
You know what I mean?
I think it's brilliant that if you can find a guy that can make guy cards, like I know all of us can, all of us guys that are here, and some of us guys that aren't here, it's absolutely amazing, because then that passes on to our female viewers. And I've looked at my analytics, I'm very popular with women. And if I can teach these women how to make a masculine card that their husband, son, best friend, whatever, is going to enjoy and is going to like, then for me, that's my job done. I'm done. That's fine. You get where I'm coming from.
So can I ask you something that I just thought of? So if you don't want to answer, you don't have to. But do you feel like, in general, the cards that you do you feel like, in general, the cards that you make are more well received by any particular gender?
I don't think so, because I get a few guys watching my channel as well that wouldn't necessarily really watch craft stuff, and that obviously some that do. One of my male subscribers is a Stampin' Up instructor, and he said to me on several different occasions that he's grateful for seeing the cards that I've made, because it's inspired him to go forward, and it's helped him make sales with Stampin' Up or whatever it is that he does, And I get a lot of ladies message me saying, thank you so much, you got me out of a bind, because I was trying to make a card for my husband and I just was stuck. I found your video, I watched it, and this is what I've made, and it's not the same as what I've made, but it's an interpretation on that, and that gives me like all of the warm fuzzy feelings, if do you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I've
But I
helped
guess my question
someone.
is like, do you think so do you think that overall the cards that you make tend to be I hate saying the phrase like masculine card, but you know, for just you
No, I
like, do you feel like
like to think I make a medium of cards, because I don't know if anyone's seen my entries into the Kendra's card challenge, but they're not all masculine. A lot of them are quite feminine, and some of them are quite genderless, I would like to say, because they have sentiments on them that are just like kind of like hello or love and all that kind of thing. So I don't think I'm geared up towards pushing towards one gender or another. I don't know if the other guys can vouch for that with themselves, but I like to think I make a happy medium.
I'm gonna let me return to that conversation, because Cece just reminded me that I forgot to give away the memberships. This is what happens. I like have the intention of giving away memberships. I know. Fire, thanks for calling me out. All right. Okay. To you, I'm gonna give away all 10 now. There goes the first 5. And so congrats to folks who got the free gifted membership, and then I'm just gonna give away the next 5 now so that I don't have this problem on a later stream and forget this whole month. So there go all 10 for this month. So congrats to everybody who's now a member of my channel. When you go to my YouTube profile, just check out the member tab and you'll see what perks you get as a channel member. But I love hearing your perspective though, Gaz, on that question, because I don't think of, like, when I think of the cards that I'm making, I don't generally think, oh, I generally make, cards for girls or cards for guys. I just make cards. But if I had to like sit back and objectively look at my cards, because I tend to use a lot of pinks and purples, and because as a society we tend to generalize that and attribute it to a particular gender, I wonder if my cards come across as being more, female friendly versus male friendly. So so I love hearing your perspective on that. I don't know if Sire, do you have any thoughts? Do you feel like your cards tend to be more, male friendly, female friendly, gender neutral?
All I have to say is that if a man were to like a color that had a card with pink on it, would it no longer be a masculine or feminine card anymore? Because the saying that if it's masculine, I understand what that means, and I'm okay with the terminology. It just means to me more neutral colors and stuff, but it doesn't really matter to me. Like I purely make what makes me happy. That's why a lot of times my cards have my drawings on it, because drawing is one of my favorite things to do, is just doodle and get that nonsense out of my head onto a piece of paper. Could I make that masculine or feminine? I don't know, because it could be the exact same image, and just by adding color to it, we're now kind of saying that's what it is.
Right.
You could have the card that's camping, but there's many females that love camping. So
right.
It's not to say that what's right and what's wrong. It's just what do you like to do and what are you drawn to, and to not label it would be the easiest route to go. Unfortunately, we do live in a civilization where we know what those words mean. They're ingrained into us. We were brought up with that. And it's no judgment. It's not to say that something's wrong and something is right. It's just, that's just what we are. So we work with that. And if you want to start making more masculine cards, then, you know, just do what you like and turn them brown. I don't know.
So
but, it's tricky.
Yeah. So to your point exactly, here's the thing that I struggle with, and I know we're getting into the weeds, but like the thing that I struggle with is when I make a card, I just use the colors that I like, right? And so, you know, teal is my favorite color, blue tends to be my favorite color as well. And so I use a lot of that, and you would normally maybe associate it just because of how our, you know, we're brought up and raised that those are more male colors. And but so as a content creator though, so if you ever watch my my videos, people who've watched like a lot of my videos can probably vouch for this. I don't think I've ever used the term masculine card. I always like characterize it as, you know, cards that people who aren't fans of pink and purple might like. Because that could be your point, sire, anybody. And but here's the dilemma that I have though, as a content creator, if you are like titling something like your video for YouTube, you're gonna get more clicks if you say, you know, the be all end all masculine card, because
exactly, and
that's
you're
what
just
people
playing
are
the
Google
game.
searching for or YouTube searching for.
That goes with many things though. A lot of times you will label things, not just the masculine and feminine, but you'll say any keyword that will pop it up. So you're just playing what works, right? For an algorithm.
Well, the thing is, that I am not titling it that way, and they would, because I just don't, because to your point, it's the vernacular, right? It's the language that we all understand because that's how we were brought up and conditioned to use those words and to take meaning from those words. But the only way that we can really like change anything is if we use different words or we use those.
Just stop using
because I feel like we're just because it doesn't help, right? So I'd rather say, you know, here's a card for people who don't like flowers and butterflies.
Exactly.
You know, because plenty of guys do.
And you know what? Like
plenty of girls like orange and brown.
Exactly. I'd be shocked if a husband, I'm going to say husband because we're talking about masculine cards. I'd be shocked if a husband were to get any card from their partner and say, this isn't masculine, I don't like it. Like that'd be very rare. Like that'd be someone who's more stubborn, right? In that. But in most cases, you're going to appreciate that someone gave you something.
Oh yeah.
Right. Absolutely.
And if you're not, then you're just a sociopath.
Oh, thank you for the member chat.
Yeah.
Well, if you don't appreciate something from your partner that's handmade, you're in trouble.
I know someone who's lying in bed in the next room that is in a lot of trouble.
Oh, yikes.
I'm only joking.
Let's let that lie. I don't want to stir the pot.
No, I'm only playing. I'm only playing, honestly. I'm just playing the game.
But thank you, Kendra, for the member chat. She says everyone's cards are awesome, and I agree. Everybody, you're so crafty and all without a plan too. Oh, Kendra says tropical storm Debbie is forecasted to come right over you. Oh, stay safe, my friend. I hope everything's okay, and that you don't have to evacuate. Oh, Gaz is on top of the chat too. I see you there. Brian says straight women looking for Father's Day cards for their husbands are going to most likely use quote masculine and looking card ideas. Yeah. Well, and that's and I agree with that, and I feel like that's why I feel like guys in crafting are like you guys are the unicorns of the crafty world. You're so rare and you're so like amazing and talented, and I feel like there should be more of you because there's quite a large demand for cards that have general broad appeal, you know, whether they are pink and glammy with all the glitter, or they are, you know, your browns and your neutrals with more rugged and you know, other non-flowers, or you know, everybody has different tastes because like Sire was saying, there's plenty of women who like to go camping and like to do all those things that maybe one would normally associate with men. And so
well, I have lesbian friends, and I make them
I like that.
masculine
I like that you guys are
cards.
crafty.
I have friends that are drag queens, and I make them feminine cards. It's just horses for courses, and I think everybody, you know, deserves to be able to see the kind of inspiration that they want to see to be able to make what they want to make, and it doesn't matter who or what or where or why. Just enjoy yourselves and have a good life, because tomorrow is never promised.
Exactly. Just
Cool.
you don't know,
Yes.
and so enjoy. Exactly.
Indeed. Well said, friends.
I need to stop drinking the potato juice.
I like Gaz on the potato juice. He's more he's more talky. We'll have to make sure you go out to that pub every time before you come on stream with me. Get you nice and toasty.
I'm so sorry. I feel like I've dominated your chat. I'm so sorry.
The thing is,
my friend,
I find
don't worry.
interesting about this, and this is the topics that I like to do, is the understanding that you feel like you took over the channel, but we already seen proof that someone needed to hear it. So it's never taking over. It's everything that's said is said for a reason. That's why we should always use the words carefully, and so when words do come, speak them, but don't force them. And so I feel like this was a conversation that was needed to be said, not just about the masculine, but all of it. So I always find that you never should apologize for talking if the words were meant to be said in the first place.
Oh, thank you, dude. I really appreciate that.
Sire's so awesome.
That warms my heart. I think I get emotional.
I know. Sire, you need to start streaming, my friend. My goodness.
I was going to
pearls of wisdom.
At the end of July when I got back, and I got sick, and now I'm really behind in all my stuff. So
yeah.
I'm trying to get streaming. I really am.
I know. We will get you and Kendra streaming soon enough. It's just a matter of time. But I'm glad that you're hanging with us live here, because you know, we need to do this again and have more. Brian Medlock in the chat, if you want to come a Crafty Guys episode, let me know. I would love to do this again, because I have found this conversation so enlightening, and it's really.
I think it's amazing you facilitated this.
Aww.
So thank you.
Well, I don't know whose original idea it was, or how it evolved or came to be, but I'm glad for it. I don't know if it was mine, but I'm super glad we did it, because it's been a lot of fun. And I kind of feel, because the other thing I want to launch into another topic when we should be winding down, but because the other in group chats, do if it's dominantly other women, do the other people on the team talk about things that you don't quite understand because it's from like a more female perspective? Does that ever happen?
Not for me.
Not for me either.
Okay.
Because I'm quite in tune with my feminine side, so.
I'm pretty oblivious.
You're like, oh, I get all the feminine things.
I kind of live life at a very day basis. So if something I didn't understand, I probably wouldn't even know. I would just go along with it. If people seemed happy and laughing, yeah, I'll laugh too.
Well, that's a way. I think that's good. It's good to just roll with it and, just enjoy the company that you're in.
Can I do one small plug for a company other than Happy Doodle?
Yeah, of course.
I'm not saying people need to buy new brushes, but these are friggin' amazing. These Trinity stamp ones, they hold well. They have great ink. It's one of those things that I got that I've just been telling everyone. I love these things. And they're just like little brushes, but they're so good.
Okay, I have to tell a story.
Oh no!
If folks have watched a couple of my streams, they will know everything I'm about to share. So I was live streaming with Miss Carrie Rhodes in the chat here, and she was an on-screen guest along with a couple of other people, and somebody brought out some blending brushes, and we were talking about blending brushes and how different sizes, different form factors, and what. And I made a comment that now I've had to retract, and I did so on September 1st. So I did publicly make a retraction, but I made a comment that Carrie's funny. She says, "Tell them, Lynn." This is so embarrassing now. So I made a comment that I kind of feel like they're all basically the same. Blending brush.
I will say I thought they were too until I used this one.
Right? Okay, see? So, it's not so far-fetched of a conclusion to reach because I have the Spellbinders one, I have the generic like makeup blending brushes and other small dauber type brushes like the ones from I can't remember the name of the company now. But I tried a lot of them and basically they're all the same. And Carrie quickly corrected me. Carrie was like, "Well, Lynn, can I ask, have you tried the Trinity Stamps blending brushes?" And I was like, no.
Yeah.
I haven't. And so I told her I'm willing to be wrong. So I'll pick some up and I'll give them a try. And before I could even like place an order, Carrie arranged with Tanisha, who's the owner of Trinity Stamps, and this showed up on my doorstep, a set of 3 of them.
Oh, nice.
And so it's so sweet of thank you, Carrie, thank you, Tanisha. It's so sweet of both of you to outfit me with these to try. It's not like I just feel bad that I made this statement. But I was wrong. See, I have used it and it is very different. It does blend. It picks up ink and
you want to know what really? Yeah. Do you want to know what really sold me on it? I've always had problems with. I'm going to do it on the back side. I've always had problems with white ink, and I'm just grabbing it. So I always had problems with white ink, no matter what I do, stamping, stenciling. But once I used one of these, it just, with one like try, oops, sorry, this is a bad stencil to try it with. But that's
I
bad.
know that's got so many fine lines.
Yeah, sorry. I don't have
Ooh.
many stencils in front of me.
But we see what you mean.
But see, I mean, like,
Yeah.
and then even that, I've never been able to get white to show up
Ooh.
at all until I use this thing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's going to cost me a
Yeah.
fortune to get shipped in from the US.
Well, for a crowdfund. But anyways, I don't
No.
many products because I know it's a it's a give or take. Like, you know, some people like something, some don't. But this is a product I will definitely stand behind. I like this one.
Yeah. I'm
glad you got to try them.
agree. Yes, I agree. They are a different beast altogether. I don't know what it is. I think it's because it's rounded really nicely, but I think it's
It's magic.
There's something.
I think Tanisa
Yeah, there's
puts a little
something.
spell on each individual one.
She just like does one on all of them. Yeah.
I don't think we're going to crowdfund. We're going to crowdfund it for me. I think we're going to get my lovely American manager Lynn here to get my crafting organization business off the ground. So I could just come over to America with empty suitcases and fill them up with craft materials and bring them home.
Yes. We need to do this. We need to make it happen.
See, we talk about American products. There must be a lot in the UK that that we would want.
Probably not. It's all. I'm not going to finish that sentence.
Oh no!
Okay, never mind. I retract.
I'll tell you. No, I'll tell you one thing. You UK folks have collal glues because I can only get this at either Craft Stash or because there aren't any US suppliers, so I use that one that you have, the all-purpose, and then I use the glue gel all the time.
Oh,
I think I have that size too.
That's a big bottle. So that's the thickening gel.
Well, they're all-purpose glues. No, that one is a solvent-based glue, so that because it's not water-based, it won't waterlog your paper. So if you're using like a thinner pattern paper, it's really good. This is the 3D glue that I use instead of foam, and it's by the same brand though, and they are a UK company. So, although here's the thing, like plenty of like companies from the Netherlands, from the UK, there are lots of companies that produce and manufacture out of there. It's just that they all ship to the US rather affordably because I guess we have a big market, base here, so it's worth it for them to do that. So even with products from overseas, I feel them fairly easily without paying an arm and a leg for shipping. The reverse isn't true. You guys internationally don't tend to get a lot of the free shipping deals that we got.
No.
So yeah, a little bummed for you guys.
I mean, if I want to buy anything from Brutus
Monroe, check out Shanna's card.
Monroe,
Ooh, is this a craft roulette card? Because it looks like it could be.
Oh,
it is. So you called it. Yep.
Oh, look at those cute little animals. They're so adorable.
Yeah. Adorbs. Love it. What were the parameters for craft roulette?
They were see-through, jungle colors, teacher or teaches, and tangle.
Oh, nice. This is from Amalia. Really beautiful, my friend.
I like the background.
You're coloring. That's fab.
Yeah, that is some really nice blending
Emily,
on
is that sprayed? Is that? Yeah, I'm wondering if that's is that pattern paper or did you spray that? Very, very cool. Okay, well, I think this is a good time to start wrapping up. So, carrying the spritz, yeah. Everybody should rewatch the live stream for September 1st if you want to. If you want to hear me pepper Carrie with questions about the new Tim Holtz spritz, because she was playing with them, and I had to know all the things. And we made Carrie, Lauren and I made Carrie like do all these tests with them. She was, you, you were so patient with us, Carrie. You're so sweet. She indulged all the questions. All right, so let's start to wind down, and we'll start with Gaz. You're on big screen, my friend.
Oh, I'm on the big
Can
screen.
you give us
Yay!
how you're cut out?
Oh wow!
Look at that. Okay, can you tell us what was stamped versus what was hand done by you?
Right. Okay. So the only things I actually stamped were this hot air balloon, the boat, and the trees on the line there. Everything else was hand done by me. Oh, and these few little bits at the bottom, I also stamped those. And the sun, of course. But all of that, all of the watercolouring, I vignetted with black ink around the edge before I trimmed it down, so it kind of gave it that kind of like there's a storm rolling in type of look at the top.
Yeah.
But yeah,
it looks like
I
a
actually really
postcard.
liked it.
Mm-hmm. It's very cool.
I'm not gonna lie, this is one of my favorites.
Yeah, rightly so. It's gorgeous. You should frame it. I mean, swear it's art. I mean, that's like a piece of art right there.
Oh, don't be so silly. It's not art.
Well, okay, then send it to me. And I'll frame it.
It's a little bit of watercoloring and some some stamps.
Well, I feel like
Although
you brought a lot more to that than just drawing lines.
I do need to finish it with the ultimate stamp, though, don't I? Really, I should have done this already, but I'm totally going to do it right now.
Yeah, put your Gaz stamp on there. There we go.
So it's definitely going to be a Gaz stamp.
There you go. Woohoo! Fabulous. Yeah, see, everybody agrees with me that it's art. So lovely, my friend. Okay, if there's anything, Gaz, first remind where they can find you on all of the socials, and if there's anything you would like to promote, please take a moment and promote yourself.
Okay, so you can find me on Instagram and you can find me on the YouTube as Handcrafted by Gaz. At the moment, I'm on a little bit of a hiatus because I've been fighting what you guys call pink eye. We call it conjunctivitis. I've had it in both of my eyes, so I'm actually quite surprised I've managed to get this done this evening. So the next time I will actually be live is in 2 weeks because I have a week of nights next week. So you'll see me in a few chats in the meantime, but I won't be live again until the following week. And that's pretty much all I can say.
Oh, okay. Well, I hope that yeah, I hope you get better. Pink eye really sucks. Man, okay, so Gaz is like pink-eyed, drunk-eyed. Like maybe that's the key to like the watercoloring because you stay nice and loose and
yeah, totally
gorgeous. How fabulous. Well, Gaz's YouTube channel is up on the screen now, so if you would like to pop on over to check out his channel, please support Gaz. He goes live every once in a while. He has fabulous videos on his channel, so do check it out. And thank you for joining, my friend. It's been a blast. Love hearing your perspective. So, check on any live stream you're on with me. I'm always fascinated by your perspective. So love you. Thanks.
It's such an honor for me to be here, so thank you.
Sire, yay! Sire's done with his card. Love it so much. I cannot believe you made all of that from scratch, because that's a lot of detail on your card. That's amazing.
It's actually using just the products that were here. I kind of want that stamp that person was using on your Facebook group with the animals. That would have been helpful, because then it would be nice to have a tiger on my Shanna.
Oh yeah,
it would have been nice.
Shanna,
I
yes.
tried looking for any circus animal. I realized I don't have any, so
yeah, I know people were early on saying you need like an elephant or something.
Well,
to put on your. Oh, I could send you something. It would take a while to get there. I have a giraffe stamp and die set.
Cute.
Yeah. Let me see if I can find it. I'll pop it in the mail for you if I can find it.
Okay. But this is all Happy Doodle product that I use.
Because you've got the circus set. You need.
I know. I don't know why I didn't buy the stamp. There must have been a logical reason that it baffles me what that is, but there you go. It is what it is. But I was having fun watching the chat because I was trying to see what color I wanted for the one. And I see red. I'm like, okay, so I'll do red. And all someone says yellow. I'm like, oh, okay, I'll put yellow. And they said, no, blue. I'm like, okay. So they decided that the overlapping yellow, I wasn't really chatting, but I was watching. They decided the overlapping yellow and blue was the way to go. Unfortunately, it's kind of dark here, but it is yellow and blue.
Ooh, I like the Winkastella on there.
It's
fancy.
Cute. I love it.
Love it. So, Sire, remind folks where can they find you on all of the socials, and do you have anything coming up that you'd like to promote?
It's my full name, Sire Anderson, on Instagram and YouTube. That's pretty much where I am right now. And nothing really that's coming other than trying to get myself to do a stream. It's not that I don't want to, it's just trying to find time to just do it. But I think that'd be the only thing that's really I'm trying to do.
Do you want to tell them about the drawings? Your illustrations? Your illustrations for Kendra?
Oh, yes. So yeah, thank you. I don't really like talking about myself, so it's now you can tell the change in the tempo of my voice. It's making me uncomfortable, but so I was actually asked by Kendra to supply some images, some doodles. I love doodling for her August, I believe it was August digital download. So if you're part of the Kendra Card Challenge Patreon, I think it's I can't remember which the second tier is it and up. You get this digital download, I believe. Or is it all of them? Anyways, I have supplied some images that are part of that, so you can print those out. You can resize them, I believe, if you wanted to. Maybe not. And you can add them to your cards if you like. And there's a hop. Apparently, I can't remember.
Everybody's helping you. Everybody's helping you. So Kendra's got
like,
your back. There's the hop.
I really am behind.
He says the 24th.
I am really behind in my correspondence with my emails because I did get sick after my vacation. So I'm trying to catch up with everything. So yes, what is said in the description in the chat there is perfect.
Yes. So folks, because Sire is not doing a good job promoting himself, I will promote Sire. So I have to tell you all this story. Story time. Sorry for dragging this out, friends. So what happened was Kendra, I think it was a graduation party for Matt's baby, and he was graduating from college, and they were gonna have a graduation party. And I think she sent her husband out to bring home some cupcakes, and he brought them home, but then somehow or other they all fell on the floor like splat. And and so we had a fun time chatting in our team about we tried to recover them and make make what is it called? Cake pops. But like but not too like I feel like it was the same within like not that much time. All of a sudden, Sire busts out this hand illustration of cupcakes all fallen and gone splat. And it was so funny and so well illustrated that we were all like so many people on the team were like, Sire, can we download that and like color it? And everybody wanted it. And I think that Kendra and Sire had already maybe been talking about him illustrating something for her bonus printable. And so so that's sort of like from our outside perspective, how on the team, how it seemed to evolve. It's like Sire had this like and I don't know from your perspective if that's how it evolved for you, but that illustration was so funny. And with cupcake sort of scene of the cupcakes that have dropped, there are some other illustrations for Sire, including one that's like hilarious. I saw it and I was like, what? I don't understand. And then I read the sentiment that goes with it, and then I busted out laughing. I'm gonna spoil the surprise. You guys will just have to either sign up as a patron of Kendra's to find out what I'm talking about, or hop with us on August 24th. And I'm sure somebody, maybe me, will craft with the really, really hilarious one. I think Sire.
Yeah, I know. About. It was the, I don't know if you're going to use this one, but I'll give it to you.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Okay, so folks, if you want to follow Sire, he is there's his YouTube channel on screen now. So Sire did mention that he likes to add a little hand-drawn something to his cards. So I want to see more illustrations of Sire's card making. Do pop on over to his channel and watch some of his videos. If you like what you see, I hope you'll hit that subscribe button for him. And hopefully we'll have a live stream coming from Sire once he's feeling 200%. So Sire, and Sire is going to be on Crafty Fun in I think 2 weeks time with your partner, and so that will be, it's going to be a blast too. All right, so last but certainly not least, I will bring Brian. Hi friend, can you show us the cards that you made? How many did you manage to finish?
This one's number 2. This is not quite done yet, but if you need to know, we finished, plus cutting all the other stuff, you can see why it takes so long for me to make cards. That's number 2, and I'm very proud of this one. Number 1.
Oh,
yeah, I love it.
On first and then stamped, but I really do like this one. I think it turned out great.
It's fantastic.
It's amazing.
It's adorable.
Thank you. So
Brian,
I guess I need to tell about my socials and any promotions coming up.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Actually, first, my circles. I have Instagram, BD Crafts More. TikTok is also BD Crafts More. Of course, I'm here on YouTube is BD Crafts and more. And I'm just good old Brian Dickey on Facebook. I need to create a page, though, not just an account. But I do have a Facebook group as well. I keep forgetting to mention that. It's called BD Crafts and More. And my promotion at this point is my 1,500 subscriber giveaway is open till August 31st. Got 3 prizes. First prize is a goodie box from Mindless Crafting. Of course, trade wheel from Mindless Crafting were on Craft Roulette last night. And then Set Crafts. And third place is a $5 gift card to Spectrum Art Creations. And that's a shop that I'm very much proud of. It is run by a mother and her autistic daughter. And they are really nice people.
Aww.
I tell you what.
Oh.
But you got to August 31st. All I ask for is a Memdex. You're welcome, but not required. So far, everybody sent me something extra. I do have a video that I'm going to probably put up in the morning. This entry number 6. So I've gotten 6 entries so far. That's about it.
Awesome.
Y'all now.
Thank you so much, Brian, thanks for joining and hitting 100 or 1,500 subscribers to your channel. So folks, if you would like to be in for a chance to win one of 3 giveaways from Brian to celebrate his 1,500 subscriber milestone, pop on over to his channel. It's BD Crafts More on YouTube, and video where he talks about the giveaway, and you'll be in for a chance to win one of 3 amazing prizes. So thanks so much, Brian, and congrats again on hitting that milestone. It's always very hard to get to that first 1,000, and you're already at 1,500, so that's amazing. Thank you, everybody who joined us today. It's been a blast. I'll just quickly show my cards. I just made 2 using the card kit samplers that Kendra sends to her patrons, and so these were 2 separate ones. I think this one was mostly, I think the paper was pink and main. Oh no, this is the pink and main one. Between the 2, I think. So they're really fun to craft with, and you can always get a few cards out of them. And since I didn't have a plan for today, it made it really easy for me to at least do something. And it very rarely happens, but I think I have the record for tonight's Crafty Fun episode. I made the most completed cards. Yes. Not competition, but it is.
You go, girl.
Yay, thank you. I'm just looking for the accolades. Thanks, friend. It's so rare. I just have to celebrate these moments when they happen.
Achievement unlocked.
Yeah, seriously, because it's very rare, my friend. So guys, yes, thank you. And thank you for speaking language to me. Because that is definitely an achievement unlocked. All right, everybody, had a blast. Thank you to everybody in the live chat. It's been great hanging out with you. I hope that everybody is staying safe. Kendra, I hope that the storm passes over you and that you don't have any major outages. You stay cool, and I know the Olympics are going on, so thanks for spending some time hanging out with us. And if you're watching the Olympics, go Team USA. I think we've won a lot of medals. So, oh yeah, sorry, we have such an international crowd today. Go Team Canada. Go Team. Go Team Worldwide. My bad, folks. I forgot. We're so global tonight. That's what the Olympics is all about. It's bringing us all together, just like crafting. All right, everybody. Have a great rest of your weekend. Bye.
Bye.